According to the latest news from the Associated Press news website, on March 2nd, during the busy morning hours of Friday, an ordinary day took an extraordinary turn on the George Rogers Clark Memorial Bridge in Louisville, Kentucky, USA. A large truck, half of which was hanging in midair outside the bridge, was broken into 3 parts. It was hanging in the air beside the bridge and the body was tilted severely. The bridge is an important artery connecting Kentucky and Indiana. This historic emergency led to an amazing rescue. According to witnesses, a vehicle traveling southbound on the bridge hit a stalled vehicle in the southbound right lane. The crash involved 2 passenger cars, a pickup truck and a semi-truck. After the impact, the driver of the moving vehicle lost control and veered into the northbound lane, hitting a semi-truck traveling northbound. This in turn caused the semi-truck to go through the guardrail and partially off the bridge. The rear top corner of the trailer appeared to be wedged into the steel beams of the bridge infrastructure. Fortunately, he didn't completely rush out of the bridge. The truck was driven by a female driver. After receiving a distress call, the Louisville Fire Department jumped into action and faced dangerous and unpredictable conditions. Trapped in the cab of a semi, the truck driver found himself suspended between the rushing waters of the Ohio River below and the solid ground of the bridge. With traffic at a standstill, a professional rescue team led by firefighter Bryce Carden orchestrated a makeshift rescue. The complex operation involved setting up a rope system, rappelling down to the cab and securing the driver in a safety harness to safely lift her back onto the bridge. The entire rescue process faced the challenges of heavy rain and dangerous heights. Louisville Fire Rescue dispatched a helicopter and firefighters used an aerial ladder and installed a pulley system and safety rope for the driver. Using a safety belt, Caden was lowered from the ladder truck and brought to the tow truck driver, who secured her while the two swung in the air and slowly pulled her from the cab to the bridge. At 12:45 noon, Carden finally successfully rescued the female driver and carried her back to the bridge. Carden described the driver as being very calm and just praying. The woman was later taken to the hospital for examination, and she is currently in stable condition. The entire rescue process lasted 40 minutes. Fire Department Chief O'Neill described the daring rescue to the media as an unforgettable event in his career. Thank you for liking, leaving comments, subscribing and turning on the little bell. We will update every day. The driver of the semi-truck was taken to the hospital with injuries police said were not life-threatening. 2 other people in the other vehicle were also taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries. Built in 1929 and rebuilt in 1958, the bridge spans the Ohio River and connects downtown Louisville to Jeffersonville, Indiana. Currently, most lanes on the bridge will be reopened to vehicle traffic only by 6 p.m. Saturday. The northbound and southbound sidewalks will remain closed. Bridge inspectors from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet assessed the damage Friday and again Saturday morning to see what repairs are needed and how soon the bridge can safely reopen. Plans are underway to repair damaged handrails and walkways, as well as carry out structural steel repairs to the walkway supports. The truck flew off the bridge and then hung in the air. The first difficulty faced by the driver in the emergency cab was how to quickly stabilize the vehicle body. Since the front of the car has left the bridge deck, the rear of the car may still be supported on the bridge. The whole vehicle loses its center of gravity and tilts, or the rear of the car is also away from the bridge deck and the whole vehicle is completely suspended. At this time, the vehicle is extremely unstable and a slight movement may cause the body to flip or fall, further endangering the driver's life. Therefore, rescuers need to use ropes, brackets, and other equipment to tie the rear part of the car as soon as possible to fix the body to the maximum extent and prevent it from turning over. This is a top priority for rescue. Secondly, after the car body is basically stabilized, the next step is to formulate a practical rescue plan for entering the cab. Due to the high height of the truck, it is also very dangerous to enter the cab for rescue. At this time, professional life-saving ropes and safety belts need to be used to allow rescuers to enter as low as possible, or enter the cab through the roof skylight. Adequate protection must be provided during the entire entry process to avoid secondary injuries. More importantly, after entering the cab, a detailed assessment of the driver must be carried out. Determine whether there are serious injuries such as fractures and spinal injuries. If so, move carefully, use long boards, neck braces, and other protective tools, and cooperate with hoisting to safely transfer the driver out of the cab. If the above situation does not exist, you can directly provide assistance and guide the driver to leave along the lifeline. During the driver's transfer process, attention also needs to be paid to preventing any movement of the vehicle. The stabilization of the entire vehicle must be done continuously. After the transfer is completed, other equipment can be arranged for aftermath processing. Therefore, the difficulty of rescue in this scenario lies in the stable control of the vehicle in the air and the safe and harmless transfer of the driver. Only by grasping these two key points can we ensure the smooth development of rescue work and the safety of personnel and property.